Adam Keys up ahead. Keys breaks away, 2-on-1. Keys to the backhand, to the forehand. They score! Riley Doyon wins it in overtime. As Trine sets it up, 15% on the man advantage this year. Didn't score on their first of the night a little bit earlier on as Clay Keeley took an interference call. And Aurora gets a first clear with 20 seconds expired on this power play. Riley Doyon, Derek Buds the forwards, Clay Keeley, L.A. Grissom on the back end. Grissom throws a big hit along the near side. John O'Malley wearing the A this year. Gets it deep. That'll do it for the Spartan penalty. They're back on the power play for the next 90 seconds. Braden Sampson, who quarterbacks this power play, sent it along as it's Jack Yannick weaving in. Yannick out in front and they score! It's Connor Chilton, the first power play goal of 2021. And the Spartans lead 2-0. And now Adam Keys. Looking Doyon, his shot deflects off the back of Young. Thrown back to the slot. Over the stick of Sampson. Doyon shot went just wide, and they score! Connor Chilton on the rebound. 3-3. Minute 41 to go. Youngworth now to the circle. Back to the top, O'Donnell. O'Donnell will fire one, and he scores! Youngworth again with the tip. It's a 2-goal third period for the sophomore from Minnesota. Third period action from the Fox Valley Ice Arena, 5-2 the score. After 40 minutes, 3 consecutive second period goals by the Spartans. After Blake Robertson tied it up at 5:12 into the second for Trine. Aurora led 2-1 after a period of play if you're just joining us. They led 2-0. Brendan Blair in his first collegiate game, his first collegiate goal. Connor Chilton got one on the power play later on. Jared Domine scored with 15 seconds left in the first 20. But then Blake Robertson tied it as mentioned, but 3 consecutive by Nate Keeley, Jack Yannick, and Larry Youngworth has us where we are now. All 5 goals on Aaron Brickman, the senior for Trine. He is pulled after 40 minutes. Shane Brancato now in goal for Trine. Brancato, the Lake Villa, Illinois native, 1-2 on the year. The lone win, January 23rd against Concordia, Wisconsin. 49 saves to his credit so far this season, an .874 save percentage. So he's in with Trine down 3 as they try and fight back in this one. Again, they tied it with the Spartans up 2-0 at one point in this game. Aurora never led by 3. And Aurora playing for the first time this year in the NCAA due to COVID protocols. Trine is 2-4. They have played 6 games, but a good majority of those came in the fall. For example, the starter tonight, Aaron Brickman, as that's put in front by Derek Buds in his collegiate debut. The Spartans have 5 guys playing in their first college hockey game, as down in the corner is Chris Garrity. But again, Aaron Brickman, he had 1 start on the year before this, and it was back on October 30th. So consistency really not a factor here in the NCHA this year, but Spartans do look good in their season debut. Aaron Brickman again pulled after 40 minutes, 21 saves. Josh Boyko on the other end has made 23 saves. Many of them have been eye-popping. So again, Shane Brancato now in goal for Trine as he put that in front for Brendan Prappis, who was taken down. And Trine is going to go to the power play 1 minute in to the third. Pretty much the complete opposite of what we saw in the second. Trine took a tripping call 8 seconds into the second period. And that was Jared Domian that took that particular penalty. This time it's going to belong to Connor Chilton. Each team has a power play goal to their credit. And Trine, who was 1 of 3 tonight, 15% on the year. They'll go back to work down 3, and this is exactly what they needed to happen if they want to get back in this game. They're down a trio of goals, and they're going to need one quickly here on the man advantage. As they swing along to Brett Piper, down low, that's off of Boyko. Corey Robertson now in the corner, back for his twin brother Blake. Piper's shot, just out in front, and they score. Just what the doctor ordered for Trine. They needed a power play, they needed a quick goal, and now they're just down 5-3. It's Corey Robertson with his second of the year. So they make the goalie change. Brancato now in goal. They have the early momentum swing, and this game just changed a whole lot. So Aurora now up 2. Trine has fought back in every avenue. After Aurora, as mentioned, went up 2-0, Jared Domingue and Blake Robertson scored consecutive goals to get it back to a tie game at 2. But then really from a 12-minute period, from 2 minutes in to 13 minutes in, the Spartans went on a run. Keeley, Yannick, Youngworth turned on the Jets. But Corey Robertson, the senior, one interesting part about this game is that each team has a set of twins. Corey Robertson and Blake Robertson, both from South Lyon, Michigan. And then for the Spartans, Nate Keeley and Clay Keeley out of Claresholm, Alberta. They're both sophomores, and the Robertsons are seniors. I can't say I've ever done a game with two sets of twins, one on each side. That is definitely unique. 5-3 game. Spartans need to find exactly what they were doing, and a lot of this is because of what Anthony Yerkins just did. Active sticks as he forces the steal. Back at center it goes, Braden Sampson, with 2 minutes gone by in the third period. Brendan King with you on Aurora.edu. Glad to have you with us on this Friday. You've been tuned in to doubleheader action. The girls played Trine earlier, losing 3-2 in overtime. 3-on-3 OT has been instituted in the NCAA this year, just like the NHL. And very fun stuff. And the Aurora men hoping we won't have to get to that point. It's 5-3. This is lifted away off of Larry Youngworth's stick. Back is the big 6'7" D-man, Zach Verkampenol. Connor Smith in his first college hockey game, 23 in cream, ahead to Daniel Mangus, who has the same story, 5 in white. Nate Keeley there, who put the Spartans up 3-2. He had the game-winning goal until that Trine tally, as this is covered up by Shane Brancato. Brancato, again, a local guy, Lake Villa, Illinois. 6'1", 185-pounder. Just a freshman, too. This is now his 6th game. Not necessarily 6 starts, but Trine has cycled their goaltenders this year, many coming in relief. This is thrown in front by Connor Smith. Nate Keeley got a stick on it, and Mercado has to cover. Again, Jason Blumenberg's team needs to get back to what they were doing consistently, and that's stealing pucks with active sticks. Simplified game. Anytime that they've given Trine some life, Trine has started to do those little things well. Another part of that is winning faceoffs, as they just did again. After 40 minutes, the Spartans were 31-22 in the faceoff dot. It's Nate Keeley. Off the boards to himself, a nifty play. Keeley back behind the goal. Against Prappis, Keeley still has the puck. Nate Keeley cycles again. He just couldn't pass it to himself one more time. Blake Robertson had other ideas on the hit as Connor Smith throws the body on Brett Piper. That's off high glass, almost went into the crowd. Connor Smith back for L.A. Grissom, wearing the captaincy this year. Nate Keeley, that's off the freshman Cam Otterbright's stick. And up ahead is Chris Garrity. Brendan Prappis, last time he played in this building on February 1st. A 3-point night for him as Trine beat Aurora 4-2. That particular weekend, these two teams matched up twice, and Trine took 3 points away. Adam Keys with the body. Battling Garrity. Trine comes away with that particular puck. Aurora still up 2 goals, but all of a sudden, here comes Trine again. Kind of had this feeling earlier when they tied it at 2, early on in the second period. And then Aurora went on their big run, courtesy of this guy with the puck, Jack Yannick. Clay Keeley jams it off the wall. It's Connor Chilton who netted the second goal of the game for Aurora. Quick shot for Keys. Went wide of Brancato's net. And Adam Keys just tripped up Corey Robertson. And right back to the power play go the Thunder. This is going to be their fifth. Adam Keys to the box for a trip. His second time there tonight. He took an elbowing call earlier. So Trine, who now is playing confidently with the extra man, has a chance to make it a one-goal game. Halford moves in, and he's lofted it over the goal. Jared Domingue back for Trine. Clay Keeley. Justin Mears tripped him up, and Trine takes a penalty. Justin Mears was right on Clay Keeley, and Mears, the reigning NCAA Player of the Week because of his 2-point performance against the Milwaukee School of Engineering, just killed his team's power play after 14 seconds. We'll skate 4 aside for the next minute 45. A big break for Jason Blumenberg and co. Anthony Yerkins in the dock. He'll go against Prappis. Yerkins, the feisty New Yorker. It's Braden Sampson. Back behind the goal with Yannick. Yannick looking for some help. Piper is right on his tail. And Yannick kept it onside. TJ Delaney picked up the loose puck, though. With 4 aside, a lot more open ice out there. Hence Delaney moving in. To the backhand he goes. It was knocked down by legs in front of the Aurora net. Brendan Prappis walks that blue line. He shoots one. That's a high riser over Boyko. The rebound came off the high glass back in front of the net. Piper threw one back for Jack Yannick. And here comes a 3-on-2. The forwards have to change for Trine. Anthony Yerkins is onside. Yerkins for Braden Sampson. Out in front, Yannick scores! The 3-on-2. And they lead 6-3. Aurora's back in charge after the Trine rally. Yannick's second of the game. His freshman campaign last season, 12 points, 4 goals, 8 assists. He's already halfway to that goal marker in game number 1. And we still skate 4-on-4 for the next 60 seconds. The Spartans will then get a 15-second power play. Maybe that won't do much, but can create some more chances. Sean O'Malley now down the right wing. O'Malley tried to center. That went back behind the goal. It's Larry Youngworth. And away comes Trine, back down 3, but here's a 2-on-1. Grissom trying to get back. It's Domingue. Had it tied up beautifully by Danny O'Donnell. This senior pairing of Grissom and O'Donnell has paid major dividends all night. Aurora, again, a young team, 5 players making their collegiate debut. It helps to have those 2 seniors on the back end to help. Plus, O'Donnell also plays forward part-time, playing on D today. Chase McCordle after it. And here's Carmine Tuffo. Tuffo with some speed. He's centered for Krumpschmid. Krumpschmid sent it wide. A big hit thrown, though, by Vandenleiter. Keys is out of the box, creating a brief power play now for Aurora. And Trine will quickly kill that. Back is Dane Hurst, who slap shots one along. Brett Tierney there for Trine. Tierney tosses one in. Derek Buds back down low for Riley Dolia. Brett Tierney, a turnaround roll, finds Brett Piper. Piper skates away. Piper lost Clay Keeley. Now he moves in, sounded it in front, and Boyko has it. He'll wait on a whistle. Shots now 30-28 in favor of Aurora. Spartans 1 for 6 on the power play. They came all the way back in the first for Connor Chilton's first of the year. Try now 2 for 5. following the most recent tally by Corey Robertson. That made it a 2-goal game again. But then Jack Yannick had other plans with his second of the night, making it another 3-goal lead. $12:50 to go in regulation. Trine has had multiple opportunities to fully grab ultimate command in this game. They were down 2-0 in the first. They came back to tie it at 2-2. Spartans then went up 4-2 and then 5-2. As you just watched at the start of this period, they got back within 2 goals as Blake Robertson tried to go in on Riley Doyon, and Doyon had an answer back. A sign of a good team is that anytime your opponent can grab some big momentum, we can cancel it out in a pretty good amount of time. Nate Keeley to Braden Sampson. That caught a skate and slowed down to the opposite corner. Keeley tied up with Blake Robertson. Where's the A for Trine? Here's the freshman Daniel Mangus. Keeley around. Sampson can't get to it. As Trine will make a change, Aurora keeps the same 5. As Keeley tipped that in, and now they will change 2 players. It's Jared Domi who opened the scoring for Trine with 15 seconds left in the first period. As this is caught and gloved by Shane Brancato. So they did make the goaltender change. Aaron Brickman gave up the first 5 goals. Brancato now the most recent, which could be the dagger. We'll just have to see how the rest of this period plays out, as we've seen numerous times tonight. Momentum can shift in a hurry. As here's a fun matchup on the ice now. Anthony Yerkins and Carmine Tuffo are both out there. Keep an eye out on 16 in white and 7 in blue. Staten Island natives, family friends. And they both match up here in the western suburbs of Chicago. And the NCHA, as Yerkins was tied up with Krumschmid. That was Casey throwing the body. Now Brett Tierney with Youngworth right on him. Love this third line out of Aurora. This is really that checking line type mentality. The Blackhawks, many years back in their 2010 Cup run, had maybe one of the better checking third lines you'll ever see, as Toffo is offside. Dave Bolin, Andrew Ladd, Chris Versteeg. That rode them to the Stanley Cup final. Ultimately, of course, the Stanley Cup over the Philadelphia Flyers. That third line here, Yerkins, Youngworth, O'Malley, give a lot of reminders of that. 2 righties and a lefty. Some grittiness, some skill, certainly. I like that line a lot, and that was something that Jason Blumenberg talked about when I was chatting with him when the Spartans were scrimmaging one day. Of course, again, this is their first game of the year. And in terms of goal totals, you got to like the performance. But here comes a 2-on-1 for Trine. It's T.J. Delaney centering across, sticked away by Boyko.